Всем здорово, дорогие друзья! С вами снова я, Рома. Сегодня будем играть во фнаф Ultimate Cast Night. Давайте сразу наших любимых аниматроников построим. Требуйте мне челленджи ваши. Обязательно посмотрю, обязательно приду. Окей, сейчас мы их выбираем. Сегодня побомби. Сегодня будет бомбить. Блин, это он ставил. Все, давайте попробуем. Окей, попадай. Go. Алло. Так, надо сразу включить вентилятор. Все. Блин. О. Все. Включаем свет. Светим фонариком. Все. Я туда стал. Don't get distracted. Get distracted. Smile.
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques. Using an animatronic ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring lock located around the inside of the suit. It may take a few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner where you can move and speak. Try not to nudge or press against any of the spring locks inside the suit. Do not touch the spring locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them and cause them to break loose. In case that the spring locks come loose while you are wearing a suit, please try to maneuver away from populated areas before bleeding out. That is not a As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go.
Ничего не видел. Так, сейчас. Я хочу попробовать с вами, друзья. И вообще, как с ними там играть. В принципе, все. Если будет изи, то я согласен играть.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I'm gonna do a sneaky thing and throw a new contender in the ring.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Выключи фигню. Спасибо. Я понял, почему их нельзя ставить. Челлендж какой-нибудь можно выиграть. Фредики. 10 кошмары и 10 фредбир. Это не... Чик, это фу. До 50 на 20 выиграю. Есть такая теория. Ща. Ладно. Включаем, ищем 10 монет.
He promised them to never leave.
Во, правда, шляпа появилась. Кто забыл? Фредбир, только ты можешь тут забыть.
How
О
unfortunate.
тебе.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Все, кул. Я вам кое-что покажу. Да это сработало. У нас сегодня 2 секретных аниматроника. Один фредбир, один мини-дины. То есть аниматроника что? Не 58, а 59? Я не понимаю. Тут их 50, еще 8 секретных. Но я думаю, их все-таки 58. Ну, я думаю, на этом мы закончим. У нас сегодня было 2 секретных аниматроника. Это очень классно. Я думаю, все, до свидания. В следующем видео пишите мне